everyone, a little update. So it's currently about 2 o'clock and I'm going to get started on some work. But this morning I had history lecture and I actually forgot my notebook that I write to use notes. So I was taking a couple with the iPad, but I'll probably have to go back in and look over the lecture since I started falling asleep towards the end. And then I had my writing class and we just kind of had a lecture on finding resources for our next paper and stuff like that. I've already selected my sources and I mostly finished the homework for this week for that class because I did it over the weekend. So the only thing I have to do for that class is to work on my final project. So I've been working on it since yesterday and it's really not that difficult. I should be able to finish it in the next couple of days, even though it's not due till the end of the quarter. And I'm actually going to start working on that right now. And then I have to work on the history lecture later today, and then I also have stats. So usually on Tuesdays, I do stay a little bit longer on campus to go to office hours for stats. But this week's homework is pretty short and a lot easier, so I didn't really need to go. And so I'm going to finish that out later tonight and turn it in. I also have to rewrite my notes a little bit. And yeah, so that's everything I have to do today. Since it is still pretty early, I think I should be able to finish it with some time to spare. Good morning, everyone. It is currently Wednesday morning, about 10 a.m. and I got up about an hour ago because I stayed up really late last night, so then I decided to sleep in a little bit longer this morning. And as you saw in the previous class, I just went to make some tea and eat some lunch real quick. I don't even know if you can consider it lunch considering it was at 9:30. But I usually don't like to eat lunch this early, but because I stayed up so late, I was super hungry, so I just ate first. And now I'm about to head into stats office hours to finish up my weekly homework for this week. I only have one problem left, so it shouldn't be too hard to just finish it up and turn it in today. And then that's all that is for stats besides the lecture I have later in the afternoon. And then for my writing class, I have my final project that I'm working on, even though it's not due for a while, but I'm almost done. I just have a couple of things left to do for it, and I should be able to finish that today. I also have my paper coming up. The first draft isn't due until next Friday, but it's 1,700 words. I don't think I've written something that long in a while. So I really need to start on it soon, and I'll likely start on it tomorrow because I don't want to do it today. And then for history, I finished up everything yesterday, so I really don't have anything for that. We do have like like a little quiz tomorrow, but it shouldn't be anything too difficult. And that's pretty much the update for all my classes. So I just got out of office hours and it was super quick. I just was a little bit confused on a couple of questions, but my professor was able to like clear up any confusion pretty quickly. So I am going to go do the dishes real quick because I wanted to jump into office hours when it started. And then I'm going to finish up this assignment, turn it in, and then probably I wanted to I was considering going on a run, and I do have time to this morning. And so I'll probably do that, or I'll work on my project, but I'm not really sure what I want to do. I didn't work out yesterday, so I feel like I should go on the run, but I am not at all consistent with my workouts. I kind of just work out when I feel like it, or if I have just extra time to kill. So I didn't end up working out because by the time I finished the stats homework, it was already about like 11:15, so I only had like 30 minutes before I had to leave, and there wasn't really enough time to change and work out and all that stuff. So I just took like a small break, and now I'm dressed to head out. I'm just wearing a sweatshirt to have a little bit of a comfier outfit today because I'm only gonna be at campus for a couple of hours and didn't feel like dressing up or anything. Hey everyone, so I just got back from campus and I did go to the gym after working out, or I did go to the gym to work out after I finished up all my classes. But basically last night I didn't really have much work to do, so I took most of the night off once I got back from my classes. And I think it's going to be pretty much the same thing today. Over the weekend, I was just able to like work ahead and get a decent amount of work done where I just don't have as much during this week. And I don't know how long this will last. I do have a midterm coming up in like maybe 2 weeks, so we'll see how, the rest of the quarter goes. But overall, I just haven't been as busy this quarter as previous ones because my course load is easier. And so today I'm going to just I have a couple of things I do want to get done today because I have so much time. I will probably do a couple of chores and just clean up around the apartment a little bit. And then I also have to go over the history lecture from this morning, but that's honestly pretty much it on like the workload front. I didn't say that I was going to start my writing class paper, And so I probably will also start that today. But I also want to just spend some time just doing other things. I don't want to push myself too hard today because I also have like, the entire weekend to write that paper. And even though it's Mother's Day weekend, it's not looking like my weekend will be too packed. So I finished my chores and I'm getting started on some work. The first thing I want to do is all the stuff I need to do on my PC, which is mainly just copying down my stats notes from last lecture and starting on next week's homework since I have, extra time. And I'm going to copy the notes first and then start on the other homework, which mainly is just typing it up. Hello everyone, it is currently Friday morning and as usual I don't have any classes until about 1 p.m. It's currently about 11, so I still have a decent amount of time until I have to head to campus. But basically I got a lot of work done yesterday and so I don't have like a ton today, mostly just working on stuff due next week. And that also means that I don't have a lot to do over the weekend because usually I have my history reading that takes a lot of time, but we don't have anything this week. And so then, even though it's Mother's Day weekend, I think I'll be able to dedicate a lot of time to both of those assignments.